Here with us this evening, all the way from Lehigh Valley, Pennsylvania, practically another continent. If you could put your hands together for Karin Knowlson, everyone. Karin Knowlson.
Hi there.
Hi, Karin.
That's great. And this is really tall, so we're gonna do this. How's everybody doing? Hold it down. This is freaking awesome! Yay! So my name is Karin. It's like car in the garage.
Oh, I did that.
Someday that garage is gonna be attached to a Malibu beach house, and it's gonna have a 1976 Firebird in it. Today's not that day. Yeah, no, unfortunately. You know why? You may well ask. I have 3 boys. I can't have nice things. I feel like I'm at home. Like, to be honest with you, there's an awful lot of boys in here. I can't have nice things. Have you seen the inside of an all-boys bathroom?
No.
My God! CSI wouldn't even swab that shit. It's a nightmare. Oh, I once used one, and this is not this honest to God truth. I once used one of those black lights, you know, like to see where I had to clean. I'm glad you're all done eating. Yeah, because I wanted to find the gasoline in the matches at that point. It's ridiculous. And riddle me this. Why do they go through a roll of toilet paper every freaking day? But I only have to change the hand soap once every 3 months. That math does not add up. Especially with what boys touch. Just saying. Dear God, yes, I have. Speaking of math, I have a 12-year-old who has an actual genius IQ. Actual genius IQ, thank you. I know, I don't look like I would have one of those, right? Yeah. I was actually really shocked when I found out about it, because this is the kid who knocked himself out shaking an evaporated milk can for me at Thanksgiving. That's my genius right there, you know. But we have really cool conversations, which is awesome. It's true. She knows it's true. That's why she's laughing so hard. We have really cool conversations, like really deep ones. And stuff sometimes I don't even get. Like we were sitting at the dentist office the other day, and we're talking about whether or not we live in a simulation. That's one of his favorite subjects. And the kid's got a lot of really good arguments for it. He really does. I just kind of feel like if I had done The Matrix, I would have made my life just a little bit better. You know? Like I would have spent last vacation in Malibu on a beach, not in Horsham, Pennsylvania in a rehab. Probably would have done that a little bit differently. Yeah. Problem with that kid is he also has street smarts. So he not only is a friggin' genius, he's got street smarts, and he turned middle school lunch into a high-stakes poker game. I only found this out because I was sending him to school with chips, you know, a sandwich, some juice. He's coming home with cotton candy, a Red Bull, and a note from the lunch lady saying she owes him a favor. I was really, really pissed, you know. But then he brought home the principal's Mercedes. And I don't ask any more questions that I don't want to know the answers to. It's parked outside, by the way. Love that kid. I also have a 21-year-old. I know, I don't look old enough, right? Right? Please, thank you. He is a mechanic, which is actually one of the coolest things to have in the family. I think it's like as cool as like a doctor, a lawyer kind of thing. The problem is now he's gotten to the point where my car never gets worked on. So my inspection is 3 months overdue, but our lawnmower does 120 on the open road. And my little kid's go-kart drifts. You know, he's fun. He just got a motorcycle. You know, I'm Puerto Rican. I'm closest with my oldest boy. All right, Puerto Rico.
Yeah, Puerto Rico.
There she is. God, she's gorgeous. Damn, I wish I looked like that. Fuck, I didn't get those genes. But yeah, I just bought a motorcycle and I freaking hate it. I'm trying really hard, but his retort to me was that, well, Dad has one. And I'm like, yeah, but Dad's 50. He's had a good run. If something happens to him, it's all right. Which, by the way, is this lovely man here that's been picked on all night. He's actually got the biggest heart of anybody I friggin' know. So I have another 21-year-old that lives with us that I consider my son. So that's where that third boy is. He is like a computer genius, electronics genius, that kind of thing. But he's a freaking dumbass. He's a dumbass. And he's talking now about going into carpentry, and all I can think is, Jesus, God, help the person that stands on that floor. It makes me very nervous. And the problem that I have with the trifecta of testosterone there is that the genius thinks it up, the mechanic builds it, and guess who tries it out? Not the dumbass, the genius. I might not have to save for MIT after all. Yeah, so you might actually notice I have a little bit of problem speech and I need a little help cutting up here. I'm not drunk. It's really important to me that you know that because I'm a sober person. I actually have brain surgery. It'll be 2 years in August.
Wow. Oh my
Yeah. Oh, good, thank you. That's so sweet. Thank you. Yeah, I had a tumor the size of a golf ball, which doesn't really sound that big unless you're a golfer. It's about the size of a swing and a miss. You know? I had what's called a retrosigmoid craniotomy. Yeah, it sounds like something they do to your ass, not your head. I was really worried they were going to come out the wrong side. But now I'm left with speech issues, you know, slur my speech, can't walk a straight line, forget what I'm doing last night. Thank you, sweetie. But I'm thinking to myself, 2.5 years sober, I feel like that was a waste of time. I'm like, you know, I'm like freaking walking around like drunk-ish. That's the rest of my life, drunk-ish. Yeah, I'm also deaf on one side, so this side you're gonna have to be way louder. I apologize. Just cheap way to get applause. But it's true, I am deaf on this side. When I sleep on my good ear, I actually have one of the best night's sleep. I mean, I can't hear a thing. It's amazing. It's so freaking amazing. It's also nice to like tune people out, but the problem is I'll sleep through like alerts, like Amber Alerts, and they're like really, really loud, and rightfully so. But they're very, very loud, and I will sleep right through them. So my fear is that there's going to be some sort of like zombie evacuation, and I'm not going to hear the alert, and my family's just going to cut their losses and go. And quite frankly, the smells that I deal with, living with boys, I might be better off with the zombies. I don't know. I might take my chances. Yeah, so I've got that whole thing going on. I forget what I was going to say. So anyway, yeah, the boys, and then, I'm married. I forgot my fucking husband. He's gonna he drove me down here, he walks me around, he gets me, he talks to people so that if I can't hear them, and this poor guy is just taking a beating tonight. I've been married for 23 years. Together for 30. I want credit for the pre-trial. Yes. And the only advice that I give to anybody who's like a newly married person, you know, is that it's very important to have a best friend. You got to have a best friend to vent to, okay? The only requirements that I really have for a best friend, they can keep a secret, they own a shovel, and they can provide an alibi. Yeah. Poor guy. It's a poor guy tonight. But seriously, are you surprised you watch true crime? I know you watch true crime. Right. Everybody watches true crime, right? One of my lifetime goals was actually to visit all of the national state parks. National state parks, it's called, right? Yeah. But do you watch true crime? Yeah. I mean, I freaking get nervous now when I see the granola bar commercial. I'm like, don't go in the woods, man. It's terrible, but you know, I'd rather stay home and worry about my supply in my garage and my paper towels and my toilet paper. That's what I want to worry about. I have veterans all around me, God bless every one of them. But I'm telling you, I'm not paranoid. They're doing recon on that garage. I see the bushes rustling and I hear, caw-caw, caw-caw. And I'm like, I know they're out there. So we bring in all of our paper stuff. We leave it in the car until it's like nighttime. And we bring it in under the cloak of darkness. You know? And like all the boys, and we all scatter. We got the little kid up on a hill with the Scooby-Doo night vision goggles. I'm in a ghillie suit covering the bounty with a camouflage net. And I got the two boys at my 6 with their pellet guns. Go, go, go! That's all I have tonight. I'm so grateful to all of you. Thank you, thank you, thank you.